morning, friends. As you can see, so pretty rainy morning in Batumi, and today I have a special trip in northwestern region of Georgia in Mingrelia, and their northwestern neighbor is Abkhazia. And as far as you know, Georgia unfortunately has no full control under the Abkhazia right now, and I want to personally check out what's the conditions of right now the border between these two Georgian regions. And at least if I couldn't check it, at least I will show you interesting Mingrelia culture. We must depart at 8 a.m. and the driver said me what I'm only one madman who came to this time for his journey, and he said me what we will wait 1 hour more new passengers for this riding, and in 1 hour later we will go. So the weather forecast didn't deceive me. Here is the weather cloudy and a little bit drier in comparison with Batumi, that seems to be. So friends, welcome to the capital of Mingrelia. This is Zugdidi. Who is the most famous Georgians you can name? Khvicha. When? Except Khvicha. Khvicha Kvaratskhelia.
Goodbye, man.
The best footballer of the world right now.
Yes.
But who except Khvicha? Who the world must know about Georgians?
Yes.
Yes. Девочки, вы подскажите, кого должен мир знать, кроме Khvichi? I want to try Mingrelia food in particular. What's the Mingrelia food?
Homie, quelli.
Kupate. Wow, kupate.
What do you know, Kababi?
Lavash. It's a bread. Shoti, like a bread.
What do you like in Georgia?
I like in Georgia a relaxing vibe. Ajika. It's in Svaneti. No, only in Mingrelia. Mingrelia food. Megruli. Ajaruli Hachipuri, it's in Batumi. But here is Mingrelia here, yeah?
Yes. Do you know restaurant Diaron?
No. What's the name of the restaurant?
Diaron. It is best Georgian restaurant ever.
I can do it again.
Let's try again, okay?
Yes. You go far away.
And now we want to attempt to guess the card. You remember it? You remember this card?
Okay.
Let's mix it
Yes.
and we try to find this card again. Don't claim. Don't make a clue here. No clues.
I find it.
Let's go again.
This is your card.
Maybe let
It's your card. Take it.
take it. Okay. Okay.
This is your card.
Yeah, you're right. What's the magic? How you do this?
That's secret.
That's a secret of Mingrelia. What a glorious and kind atmosphere here again in Zugdidi. To be honest, friends, I even didn't expect to find local streets very clean and accurate. You know, this is a small provincial town. I even didn't expect that. I even didn't know Zugdidi about before I visit Georgia. So, you know, here is even preserved this kind of provincial style of small Georgian city. You know what I mean? These small private houses, they remind me Romanian style of Italy or maybe even Spain. I've never been in those countries though. And take again this vibe of small provincial Georgian town. Zugdidi translated from Georgian language like a big hill, which suited from the eastern side of the city. And right after Zugdidi begins another huge mountains. This is big Caucasus range, which is absolutely visible from every part of the city. And the total population of Zugdidi, 40,000 people. And local people name themselves like Mingrelia. This is ethnicity of Georgians. And those Mingrelia which I know only two persons. This is Lavrenti Beria, Stalin fellow campaigner and the Soviet hangman from KGB. And the second man which I know from Mingrelia, this is David Dediani, local governor, and he got famous as a stern reformer. David Dediani died at the age of 40 due to malaria, and he left as a reminder about himself a castle in neo-Gothic style, which was established in 1840. So let's go check out inside the interiors of this castle. Whoa. Сверху Давид Дадьян.
Последний князь Мingrelia.
Угу.
Вот это старший сын Нико Дадьяна, супруга Мария Адлерберг.
Это супруга Нико.
Нико.
Ага. Вот это Нико, это сын.
Да, старший сын.
А вот это Екатерина Чевчевадзе, это
Княгиня Mingrelia, Катерина Чевчевадзе.
жена Давида.
Давида, да.
That's how it looks like interiors inside this castle. Какие мигрельские блюда вы мне посоветуете попробовать?
Вот она вам скажет. Хачапури, эларджи, кебжалия.
Это что такое?
Кебжалия, это сыр смазанный с кефиром.
Ага.
Сыр с кефиром, это кебжалия. Сачиви, это орех и мясо.
Как яхни.
Да.
Ага.
Кучмачи, это тоже мясо.
Купаты?
Купаты тоже можно.
А.
Кучмачи.
Это, что сейчас вот она сказала, это
Сир.
готовится ресторан Диарон.
Диарон.
У нас есть такой.
Diaroni?
Диарон.
Diaron.
Да.
Διαρών.
I feel already unbelievable hunger and I'm ready to eat the full lamb, for example. So, friends, let's go in finding of some Mingrelia dishes. Once Stalin, during another feast, during another one, holidays in Sukhumi, in company with Beria and for those time the head of Abkhazia, Nestor Lakoba, was smeared a piece of lamb with ajika. And someone asked Stalin about if ajika was tearing his throat too much, on which Stalin said, I think no, this ajika has a great future. And in fact, ajika became very popular so far beyond the borders of Mingrelia and Abkhazia itself. So I have no lamb, I now try a beef in ajika. Take a look how it looks like. Beef ribs baked in ajika. So, and a pieces of onion. And it's again a representative in ceramic plates. That's a real beauty of Georgian cuisine. There is another great story about Beria from memoirs of Valentin Bereshkov, former Stalin translator. While there one business trip in Tehran conference, Beria took a big plate of hot small peppers. I have no small peppers, but I have regular bell pepper with puree made of hazelnut. And Beria eat with small peppers right one after another one. And also he offered to try one, at least Bereshkov. Bereshkov tried one and he literally died after eating one hot pepper. So definitely, Beria believed what hot, spicy food and generally, and also small hot peppers useful, for male power. I'm not sure if hot pepper increase the male power, but I'm confident I can say what hot pepper is useful for immune system of our organism and hence the body resistance to infections. By the way, the local lands, Mingrelia, always suffered from malaria. And I think some people noticed that those people who eat spicy food less suffers from malaria itself too. That's why I assume that spicy food rooted in the local culture, in the local cuisine too. So let us try this bell pepper with puree made of hazelnut. So it's not spicy because you can look, I'm already red as this pepper, just eating after this beef baked in ajika. Interesting. And the main thing, it's very useful for our organism and our health. Take a look, there is another special dish baked again in ceramic plate. This is kupati. This is just a sausage made of chicken and it's baked with pieces of pomegranate. So let us try one piece of it. Also, kupati is very popular in Russia too. For example, my parents also used to cook it. Very much of different spices, but in general, so pretty a little bit spicy and hot. Definitely not the same what used to cook my parents. I have to say what kupati are very hot too. I even try to cool myself just drinking a tea. And now I think we need to go through Zugdidi in finding of some Soviet elements. What's left here which can remind us about USSR in Georgia? So finally I came to the local railway station, but actually not for observing the trains, because this railway line leaded to dead end. I came here to observe the peaks of Caucasus range, but unfortunately all peaks right now covered by clouds. But anyways, look at this great, wonderful sunset. Look at this. There is big Caucasus range, unfortunately all in clouds right now. Anyways, great colors. Good morning, friends. Take a look on this beautiful boulevard in the city center of Zugdidi. This boulevard named in honor of Zviad Gamsakurdie. This is the first president of independent Georgia. You know, USSR collapsing produced a bunch of different bloody conflicts in post-Soviet countries, and Georgia at this time wasn't sitting on the bench. Here has happened Georgian-Abkhazian war in 1992. It's even maybe the most bloody war in post-Soviet time. So, the remnants about this war I wanna try to find right now. То есть вот это остатки как раз вот этой железной дороги, да?
Да, на этой железной дороге можно было ехать на Россию, в Абхазию, потом в Россию.
То есть тут ходил вот поезд из Тбилиси в Москву, да?
Да, из Тбилиси, Москва, Тбилиси, Ереван, тоже оттуда ходил.
Unfortunately, Georgian police restricted me to film erupted bridge during the Georgian-Abkhazian war in 1992. But even after destroying this bridge, people used it like going by this bridge by their own foots. Those people who live in Mingrelia used to go to Abkhazia, and vice versa. Those people who lived in Abkhazia used to go by this bridge in Mingrelia too. But after Russian-Georgian conflict in 2008, this bridge was finally destroyed, and now it's no longer in operation at all. So here is Georgian government don't like to, when you name this part of lands like a border between Georgia and Abkhazia, because Georgian government consider Abkhazia as a part of Georgia. That's why let we name this like a border between Abkhazia and Mingrelia. This border going through Inguri River. So here is going the opposite bank of Inguri River already is Abkhazia. And just enjoy this wonderful serenade here. Springtime for frogs. In 1921, the Abkhazian SSR was created with the same equal rights as the Georgian SSR, as a part of Soviet Union. But in 1931, Abkhazia lost its autonomy and became the autonomous Abkhazian SSR, but within Georgia. It's worth noting that since pre-Soviet times, Russia has contributed to the resettlement of Georgians into the territory of Abkhazia, as a more loyal population in relations to the central power. In schools they even replaced the study of Abkhazian language with Georgian. From 1957 to 1978, demonstrations were held in Abkhazia 4 times, demanding the return of autonomy to Abkhazia. At the time of collapse of USSR, the population of Abkhazia was about 530,000 people. 45% of them were Georgians. and 18% of them were Abkhazians, the rest were Russians, Greeks and Armenians. As the result of a war in 1992-1993, the population of Abkhazia was reduced to about 210,000. The refugees were people of predominantly Georgian ethnicity. The total number of victims was up to 20,000. Сейчас тут много живут беженцев
Беженцы в Грузии?
Да, из Абхазии.
Да, если бы беженцы из Абхазии очень много, конечно. Вот здесь в Грузии есть там специальные делания, где беженцы живут, там Барамия называется, а там есть корпусы, где-то 9 корпусов, где там проживают беженцы из Абхазии, и потом еще есть там очень много вообще везде, в Зугриде очень много беженцев. В Зугриде очень много живет.
Грузины, то есть попасть сейчас в Абхазию туда никак не могут.
А?
Грузин в Абхазию не пускают.
Не, грузин, Абхазия. Если у тебя там нету проживательства, если нету у тебя паспорта, то если там живешь...
Паспорта Абхазии.
Да, паспорт Абхазии, потому что у них и грузинский паспорт, и абхазский паспорт. Без так не пустят никак.
А Грузия пускает сюда абхазов?
Да, пускают, конечно. Пускают. Потому что население Абхазии почти в Грузии, поэтому сюда пускают. Мы считаем их своими, но они не считают нас своими. Понимаешь как?
Да. А родственники у вас там были когда-нибудь в Абхазии или сейчас даже есть у вас вот родственники?
Что?
Родственники.
Родственники? Нет, у меня родственники там нету, но вот здесь есть такие люди, которые очень много родственников в Абхазии. Ну это до Гали. Понимаешь, а беженцы из Сухуми, из Чамтиры, они вообще в Тбилиси живут. Здесь живут беженцы из села вот до Гали, которые живут.
Мingrelia.
Да, до Гали, которые живут. Ну, они проходят нормально. Но жители Сухуми, там хорошая это была, Сухуми это другая, хорошая столица в Абхазии. Они проживают и в России, и в Тбилиси очень много, и в России тоже очень много. В России тоже пошли, когда эта война все случилось.
То есть...
Ну, в Тбилиси, короче, очень много из Сухуми проживает.
То есть есть абхазы, которые не хотят возвращаться в Грузию, да? Но при этом многие абхазы бежали в том числе и в Грузию, в Тбилиси, в Батуми, да?
Да, они приехали, что делать, там жить нельзя же.
That's how looks like the checkpoint for those Abkhazian citizens who wanna visit Georgia, for example. I am, as a Russian citizen, I couldn't visit Abkhazia from this checkpoint because if I want to visit Abkhazia, I need to go from the northern side of Abkhazia through Adler and Sochi from this side. But if I visit Abkhazia, then I will be restricted to visit Georgia because I break Georgian law because, as I said before, Georgia considers Abkhazia as a part of Georgia itself. So Georgia is very open and welcoming for Abkhazians. They let them to visit Georgia, to visit for some healthcare, for example, or just visit local relatives. But those Georgians who live in neighboring cities, villages, and etc., they couldn't visit Abkhazia through this checkpoint because Abkhazia don't let visit Georgians. That's how it's work. The last one place I wanted to show, this is Nguri Dam on Nguri River. Unbelievably beautiful landscapes surround this place. Why I wanted to show you this dam? Because Nguri Dam is a brilliant example of nobility and splendor. So, you know, no any wars, no any conflicts led to ruin this dam. And as far as I know, all this time, which during the conflict between Abkhazia and Georgia, Nguri Dam was an operation. And even right now, the energy from this dam shares between Georgia and Abkhazia. 60% goes to Georgia and 40% goes to Abkhazia. Hopefully, once peace becomes in this land. Thank you friends for watching this video. If you want to find out more about Georgia, dive in these videos. If you want to watch videos about Russia, dive in these videos. Thank you.